What's up, fellas? Welcome back to another video. And today I'm gonna talk about some kind of advice that I wish I knew in my early 20s at then, and I know that is beneficial for also the other young men that are watching me and following my example and are also in their late teens to early 20s. So let's check it out. Okay, fellas, first one. Not everything in life is going to party and talking to women, especially for young men. So, as a man, right, you have to realize that your value increases with your age and the work that you put during those periods of time, right? That's when you see that men, when they are in their 30s, they're on their peak, right? Because if they did the right work in the 20s, they build themselves, they build a business, they build a career, make a lot of money, did a lot of like exercise, have a good diet, and in general have like good habits. All those habits will compound, and in the long term, when they are 30s, 40s, it will start showing off the results, right? That's why if you are in your early 20s, right, and you are not having the success that you want, either with people, with women, or with jobs, be patient, but at the same time, be doing the right work, right? And educate yourself, which is the most important thing. Because if you spend your 20s going to party and drinking and smoking or vaping, right, you are damaging your health in the long term, as well as you are also damaging your potential that you could have when you are 30s, right? Because if you develop yourself in your 20s, you're gonna be very very successful in your 30s. Second thing, fellas, make a lot of connections, meet people, learn how to filter them, right, according to what you expect from them, and connect with them, make connections, maybe go and grab a coffee with them, have a chat with them, and don't be afraid to tell them what you want, but understand that it has to be a reciprocal, right? So you offer value and they give you value, so it has to be in like exchange, a fair exchange of value. So fellas, as I keep living life, I just realized that your connections are very important, because it's not what you know, it's who you know, because you never know if that person is going to take to the next level. So what I always encourage to do with people is to, whenever you have the opportunity, go to events, go to meetups, go and meet different people. Don't go there only for the free food, but to meet more people, make connections, and expressing what you want, and never being afraid of like knowing what you want, because the worst thing that they can tell you is no. And it's good to be exposed to different social events where we can meet cool people, interesting people, and people that could potentially give us a hand in getting a job, giving us some mentorship, and giving us general advice in life in order to be more successful in the long term. So as I mentioned before, your network is your net worth. So take care of that. Be genuinely interested in people. Apply the principle of Dale Carnegie, very very good author of a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. And yeah, enjoy your connections, and also learn to give and receive. That's the main principle of life, right? It's reciprocity. And based on that, you're gonna have successful relationships. And the third main advice, fellas, is that in many times in life, you're gonna take many L's, I mean many losses, many defeats. But we have to understand that those defeats, those losses, are just part of the process, and and it builds our characters as human beings, right? So in fact, there have been many situations where I just feel like a temporary defeat, but then later on, it was an bigger win, right? So as Steve Jobs will mention, we can only connect the dots looking backwards, right? It was those situations where we feel like we ate shit and we went through hardship that builds our character as persons and makes us better and growing and more mature and more self-aware of what's around us, right? And I mean, we also have to be focused, as I mentioned before, on one specific thing, but at the same time we cannot take things very seriously, because in that way we're not gonna enjoy life completely. Sometimes we have to take some time off and look outside that perspective of, for example, being focused on being successful, in order to appreciate those kind of like small things or small achievements in life, because you know that as it is compound interest in the long term, it's gonna be a very big reward. So based on that, learn to take the L's, and the most important thing is that you continue building yourself. If you move on quickly, continue building yourself, because there shouldn't be any time for regret. I mean, like, what's the point of keep thinking of those temporary defeats in life, right? You will be wasting your time and your potential that you could have spent developing yourself, your career, your business, etc., right? So you have to think that if those kind of defeats hadn't happened to you, you wouldn't be the person that you are right now, right? So that's my main point, and is learn to take the L's, move on, continue building yourself, and also take a look from an outside perspective in order to learn how to enjoy and appreciate the small things and the small achievements in life that in the long term are gonna become a big reward for yourself. Alright fellas, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment, and let me know how can I keep improving my videos, because better content is coming. This channel is mainly about like practical wisdom, that I'm giving advice that I wish I knew early in life, that I learned through mentorships, through people that got more life experience than me, and through hardships as well, like just living life and understanding things from different perspectives, which allow me to mature faster and understand life in different ways. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next video. Peace.